Coming up at OnTop 7, the first fight of the night. It's an amateur fight, 76 kilogram catch weight, 167 pounds. Conor Hepburn against Scott McLellan.
Ladies and gentlemen, making his way to the ring in the blue corner, fighting out of Rick Young's gym in Edinburgh. Please welcome to the cage, Conor Hepburn.
Welcome to the Fife Ice Arena in Kilcoddy, Scotland. We are here for OnTop 7. OnTop back in business as Scotland's biggest MMA promotion. The first fight of the night here tonight is a 76 kilogram catch weight bout. That's 167 pounds. Conor Hepburn up against Scott McLellan. Conor Hepburn making his way to the cage now. This is his debut, his amateur MMA debut. He fights out of Rick Young's Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in Edinburgh. We're just waiting for him to make his way to the cage now. We've just been handed over from our MC, Kimberly Hamilton. My name is Steph Vack. I'm joined on commentary by Callum, the head hunter. Callum, looking forward to tonight?
Yes, what a pleasure it is to be here, Steph. I've met Conor actually at one of the Art of Combats before. He was in the corner of his brother Thomas, who's a very, very interesting prospect. Be great to see what Conor can bring to the table tonight.
We'll hand back over to Kimberly Hamilton.
Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent in the red corner, fighting out of the Scottish Martial Arts Centre in Glasgow. Please welcome Scott McLellan.
76. So as Conor Hepburn's opponent Scott McLellan makes his way to the cage here at the Fife Ice Centre. He is from the Scottish Martial Arts Centre in Alloa, which isn't too far away from here. This is also his debut. The SMAC, of course, guys like Adam Hansen-Stevenson, big names up there in Alloa.
Formerly the home of the Mott brothers as well, and the unofficial Mott brother, Callum Urey.
Rab Truesdale, another guy who trained with that team.
It's always interesting to see debut fighters. You know, they've really been picking up steam at the last few shows I've been to. Sometimes it can be very sloppy, but not the last ones I've seen. Be interested to see what they both bring to tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a 3-by-3-minute round amateur fight at 76 kilos. In the blue corner, fighting out of Rick Young's gym in Edinburgh, Conor Hepburn. In the red corner, fighting out of the Scottish Martial Arts Centre in Glasgow, Scott McLellan.
Big support for Scott McLellan here. And just what you were saying there, Callum, about debut fighters, and how awesome must it be to be a debut fighter fighting on a show like this on top, in an arena like this, in a cage like this?
Of course, very professional show, and a great kind of atmosphere already at the start of the night. And the fight is just about to begin.
76 kilogram catch weight, 167 pounds. And here we go, OnTop 7 is underway. Hepburn in the tight trunks. Both guys going for the clinch.
Nice.
Hepburn makes a judo throw, yeah, really nice. Let's see what he can do, if he can get himself into a more strong position from the side.
McLellan's trying to hip escape and take up the back. Hepburn's staying heavy, but he gives it up. And now he's almost landed in mount.
Oh, decent defence there from McLellan.
Oh,
And now
Makes a
McLellan's ended
mistake
up on
there.
top. Yeah, he does.
And he's now in guard. I mean, this is not a bad position in a debut fight. Sometimes, as you've seen there, very rushed, very scrappy. They need to get their whereabouts and start using technique.
We also don't know what kind of guys these are. We certainly know that Hepburn will be a good jiu-jitsu guy.
Hepburn working for the armbar there, but McLellan doing a good job keeping his elbows nice and low to the ground, making sure his hips can't escape and move up for that armbar.
And this is what's great about the new rules of amateur MMA as well, fighting with the kind of the regular gloves as opposed to the gloves we used to use back in the day. And the rules, kind of strikes the head from this position. It kind of prevents guys maybe settling on the bottom and just trying to mess about for too long. We know that Hepburn.
And the armbar's close, but McLellan looks like he's fighting it well. He's nearly.
Oh, desperate scramble.
Good shots from Connor, good shots, and a good left hook as well from McLellan. Again,
another hip toss, man. Wow.
But McLellan rolls with it well. I mean, it's very scrambly, but both good stuff from both guys.
And this is what it's all about, learning, isn't it? Learning the game and learning that these desperate scrambles, and in the future part of their career, this won't be as much of a feature, but it is good to see them trying everything, working out things as it happens in front of them, and that's really what MMA is all about at an amateur level. Is the difference between rolling in the gym and actually getting into a cage and doing it.
McLellan's doing a good job keeping his hips nice and low, Hepburn doing a good job of keeping his hips nice and low, making sure McLellan can't get back into guard, can't hip escape.
Yeah, McLellan holding on desperately to that half guard.
Now he's trying to push that knee, pull it between. If he lifts up his hips high, he can get better leverage and pull his knee out and get into side control. As you can see, Hepburn has got a pretty busted nose.
Yeah, he is bleeding heavily from his nose, Hepburn. And he's now going for the choke here from the top position. He's not got anywhere near his hands clasped together though.
McLellan doing a good job using that right arm to get an underhook. Wants to be pushing his hips out wider and wider. But that's a good position, good ground and pound, nicely done.
Yeah,
good shots.
And he's used that just to get back into a more dominant position on the top. Clever stuff from Conor Hepburn.
Especially for a debutant fighter, sometimes it's the easiest way to pass and transition is to use ground and pound to open up someone on their back. What Conor's doing well now is he's kind of asserting his dominance. He's working for a Kimura now, but he's got side control. But he's still in half guard. Oh, but he's got that right up his back. McLellan looked like he might be tapping. This looks tight.
Can he survive to the end of the round?
Time!
Oh. Exciting
Good
round.
from both guys. Really good from both guys, actually.
I mean, Conor at the end there started to really dominate that round. Once he got in top position, you saw nice, really scrambly right at the start. Both guys throwing heavy shots. You expect that in a debut fight.
What will you be saying to your fighter in the corner at this stage, Callum? Both guys a bit frantic, as you say, just trying to settle them down, maybe.
Well, definitely. For Conor, I'd definitely say when he was on top, he looked very good there. Both seemed to have good hands when they were starting, but I'd be putting forward, start asserting your dominance. Once you get into a good position, hold it. If you're on top, even if it's in top guard, hold there, get your breath, start to make your let your brain work. But of course, that's much easier said than done.
Round two underway. Straight in for the knee. Hepburn doesn't land. Head kick doesn't land. Mixing it up though. Yeah, nice cross there.
Hepburn's starting to stand switch quite nicely. Now he's keeping his range. He's getting a bit more comfortable.
You've got to imagine McLellan's stand-up will be fairly decent coming out of the martial arts centre.
Good uppercut followed by a left hand.
But Hepburn looks to be the more complete fighter so far from what we've seen. Lovely double leg.
McLellan tries to roll with it, but then Hepburn rolls through and he's now in side control. McLellan's holding on to the head. You're not going to do much there.
And this is the first true side control that Conor's really had in the fight. So let's see what he can do with this now. He was always kind of in a slight half guard all the way through that first round.
He's really wrenching that shoulder, and now he's bringing his left knee up, and that's going to use to pass into mount.
He can have it if he wants it. Oh, desperate stuff from McLellan just to clasp back a hold of that half guard, but he's done quite well.
Still, the knee seems to be past his legs. You know, if Conor makes a good effort, he might be able to pass straight into Mount again there. If he used his left hand pushed onto the right knee, he'd be able to pass into Mount. At the same time, as I was talking about earlier, what Conor's doing nicely is now he's got top position. He's making it very hard. Look at that pressure, how he's grinding his shoulder onto the head, making sure McLellan doesn't have an escape. And now he escapes into Mount.
And he'll come the ground and pound now. He'll be looking for the finish, giving up his back. Terrible idea against a guy who fights out of Rick Young's BJJ.
Nice, and he's got the rear naked choke. That looks in very tight. He's pushing his hips through.
Only
and he's
tapped.
tapped. Great win by Conor Hepburn. Great debut victory.
It's a really, really dominant second round there from Conor Hepburn. They really only looked like being one winner once that second round started. Good heart shown by McLellan though, you know, giving up his back there, but he was probably finding if he didn't, he might have been stopped due to the TKO. Tried to do something to get out of the position, but only really played right into the hands of a really good jiu-jitsu debutant here, Conor Hepburn.
Before we announce the result of the first bout of tonight's OnTop show, I would like to ask you to put your hands together for both fighters for starting off the evening for us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute and 35 seconds of round 2, your winner by a rear naked choke in the blue corner, Conor Hepburn. Ladies and gentlemen, please show your appreciation for his opponent, fighting out of the Scottish Martial Arts Centre in Glasgow, Scott McLellan. Ladies and gentlemen, the guys in the ring tonight, the cage tonight filming. If you want to check out all the fights on YouTube, all you need to do is go to sharefight.com, that's sharefight.com. You'll be able to watch all the fights over and over again.